Also, in my mind, knowing that your relationship.
True or false? Women want to be mothers more than they want to be wives.
To a certain degree, women seem to feel like they already know how to be a mother. But when it comes to being a wife, that takes work.
In recent years, the number of men who identify as MGTOW, or men growing their own way, has been on the rise.
And the reason why they would rather be a mother, because in their minds, it comes naturally. But when it comes to being a wife, guess what? They have to relinquish a certain amount of control. They have to learn the opposite sex. But when it comes to having a baby, all they got to do is have a baby. And I'm not saying it's easy.
Before y'all go.
Women don't want to be mothers before wives. In an ideal world, in a perfect world, we would want to be a wife first.
Period.
Our options are so slim.
This has led many to wonder, what is driving men away from traditional relationships and towards the MGTOW lifestyle? It appears that one of the key factors is the emergence of more dominant, masculine women in a modern society. In this video, we will explore why masculine women may be causing men to go their own way and what this trend could mean for the future of relationships. Let's go. Men and women are completely different in regards to needs and wants, kind of like supply and demand.
It's your beauty, your youth, your fertility, access to womb, those kind of things.
I don't want a young man though. I want a...
Ma'am, that does not, okay.
Each gender must understand if what they currently supply is in high demand. Understanding these two principles, supply and demand, can greatly increase a person's chance to be successful in the dating market.
I think what you have to understand is what men are looking for in a relationship. What men are interested in life, not just in their relationship, but in their life as a whole, is status. I don't think most people understand, especially women, how competitive the male world is and how competitive it is for status.
I want a man to care about his purpose and not to be hung up on me. Like he chose me because he knows I'm gonna be cool and I'm gonna take care of the kids and I'm gonna take care of him and nurture him. I'm supposed to be caring and compassionate, because if he needs to protect me in the end, I don't want a caring, compassionate man who makes a lot of money to take care of me. No. I want a man that's a beast. That's like when I'm like, shit, man, there's someone out there. He's like, bet, I'm on it.
Let's do a quick breakdown of what is in high demand for both men and women needs based on data, studies, and countless interviews. As you will see, this is nothing more than a game of chess or strategy. We will take what's in high demand and break it up into two categories, short-term and long-term. For women to deal with a man short-term, she values a man's look first, game second, and his resources third.
Does weight matter on a guy?
No.
So you could date a fat guy?
Yeah.
No problem.
No.
So I have a chance.
We could be really good friends. Only if you're going to take me to brunch, maybe you would have a chance.
Game is basically the experience or presentation that you present to her on a daily basis through pair bonding skills, conversation, nonverbal language, your style, how well you can seduce, and your social, emotional, and dating intelligence. In order to get game, self-development is the fastest way to get there for men.
Life as an average man is brutally depressing. Now everybody's competition. When you're a big G, you're hard to replace. But if you're literally Joe Schmo, it's unfortunate, but it's true. You're relatively easy to replace. Joe Schmo gets 0 DMs a year, and possibly 1 chick a year who might talk to him.
For women to want to deal with a man long-term, you must have, well, everything.
Are you serious? Deadly serious!
But the top 3 things that they value is first, resources, second, status, and third, personality. Although game and looks is not in the top 3 of this list, it is very much desired by most women. Now let's take a look for what men desire short-term.
The majority of women don't have a clue in the modern world what men find attractive.
Men value 2 things, looks and game as well. For women, it's the ability to seduce a man, really turn him on. The power of a woman having game will help her be extremely desirable if she is attractive, or make up for not being as attractive or being below average when it comes to looks. Now, for men to want to deal with a woman long-term, men value looks first, age second, faithfulness third. Age plays an important part if a man wants children and he plans on being with her for a lifetime. While in Western culture, society doesn't promote staying in relationships, so age becomes less important to men when it comes to having children. The biggest issue men face with a woman's age is experience.
So why can you expect to get a man who's earning more than the man you made babies with at 26 who was making $60,000 when you're 18 years older?
Okay, so I would think what I married when I was 26 and what I was looking for should be different at 46 now.
Name me a product on the market whose price goes up with time and use. If you want a high value man, then you're going to have to become what he wants. And that starts with look, your face and your body. This is when the conversation starts. Well, we can't call high value money, says the guy who can't make the money requirement. Well, we can't call high value money. We got to look at character, says the woman who can't make the looks requirement. There are more people trying to change observable reality than just accept it. I can't afford a Bentley. I'm an Accord. I'm a Honda. What did the one woman from Philadelphia said it the best? Who wants to be average?
Experience of life for a woman has shown that most women are not agreeable and less likely to get on a man's agenda because of the mistakes and choices made previously in their life when it comes to dating.
Does loving mean that you listen to what I have to say and also think about what I want and not just what you want? Is that what loving means? If that's it, I can subscribe to that. But I'm not gonna subscribe to sit down and you have to sit down.
It's not about that. It's
I'm a grown-ass woman. I pay my own bills and you're gonna tell me what to do?
Where's your man?
I'm single.
All right, why?
Because I'm working on myself.
No, you're not. You're not working on yourself. You're not even working with a therapist. You're a busybody at this point. Thinking you can fix yourself by fixing other people. Wasting your time trying to fix other people when you need to be putting a mask on yourself. And sadly, too many of our sisters end up doing this crap, and you're gonna look up and you're gonna blown your best years.
This is why a woman's past is so important, because it usually shapes the way a woman interacts with a man when it comes down to a romantic relationship. Each gender has a strategy to get the desired outcomes based on what position they are in. So when it comes down to dating, you must ask yourself, how am I playing the game? And if you want a different set of rules or outcomes for yourself, you must determine if what you're supplying is in high demand or just highly desirable. This is an overview of SMV, which stands for a sexual market value. Because of this game played by men and women, the last few decades have changed the way we see relationships. With women gaining independence and power, they are breaking gender roles and expectations and are causing changes in how men deal with women on an everyday basis.
I was looking for a man for a lifestyle, something that I was not able to do individually by myself. So that's why it's like, well, yeah, I want to be able to do this, do that. I want to go for the football player that was just on GQ. I pour into myself. So I would want someone who can match at least the work ethic. Now, when it comes to money, I do not want to rely on a man. I have literally done that before. It didn't pan out in my favor, okay? Because what happens is you get the rug ripped from under you, and then now you get out, give me the keys. It isn't that.
The laws in feminism have given women more choices, which have freed them from accountability and clouded their vision on family and what's important. This is one of the reasons behind a recent upsurge of strong and outspoken women who refuse to play a traditional subservient role. Men find these strong and self-possessed women to be imposing or dangerous in the workplace and in their relationships. This can threaten some men who may be used to old ideologies as far as traditional roles. There is a growing tension between men and women because women are seen as using men or taking their needs for granted. Men who don't go along with these feelings, i.e. MGTOW, have consequently grown in numbers. The question is, how did this movement even get created? And why are men looking for solutions such as separation from women? Subscribe for more videos and music like this. Wake up.
I pull up on the line, I need a test drive. So many options, all of them seem alike.